Good evening and welcome in. Tonight we take the IndyCar to Barber Motorsports Park. We see Jason Haney there in the 9. Go for a little wild ride. But I am Corey, First Gear Network, bringing you some first gear racing action on this Monday evening. Got Sheridan Wade's fastest in practice with a 108.55, and Joseph Klein with the 109.36, and the 9 of Jason Haney with the 109.41. Tonight's race is a timed race. It is an 80-minute race. Having Moza update issues. Yeah, I hear a lot of people having Moza update issues. I never update my Moza. I've got it the way I like it, and I just leave it. I never update it. I've updated it before and had to go back and uninstall that update and then re-download what I wanted, the one I had previously, because of that issue. We're wrapping up practice here. Start our 10-minute qualifying
All right, guys,
session.
time to qualify. 10-minute session. Appreciate you guys coming. 10 of us here tonight. Just want to wish y'all good luck. Let's have some fun tonight. Appreciate y'all. Scheduled for 80 minutes tonight. And we do have to do the tire compound swap at least once. Got to run at least a lap on each compound. So good luck, everybody.
Like you heard Jason saying, they do have 2 tire compounds for today's race. You've got the primary tires, and then you have the alternate tires, and you must run a lap, 1 lap with each set before the race is over. They also should have push to pass. I think maybe they get like 200 seconds of it. I may be wrong with that. So Jason Haney's first on the track. Looks like he's the only one. Well, Edwin just jumped on the track, the 46. Looks like everyone on the track is on alternates other than the 86 of Corey Colby. He is on his primary tire. You'll see those red wall tires for alternates. I heard them talking in practice. They're fast for a few laps, and then they're going to fall off and get super slick. As long as Jason didn't get any off tracks here, he ought to be the first one to set a time. Make this left-hander here and then up down to front stretch. With a 110.66 on his first lap. Looks like Sheridan Wade jumped up to the top with a 109.32. Mark takes that turn just a little wide. Got it in sand trap, and oh, Edwin got loose coming off turn 11. Hit that inside wall. Nate Fields is off the pace. Joseph Klein, second fastest in practice, behind Sheridan. About halfway through. Sheridan Wade got a little faster. He's up to a 108.76. Jason Haney 109.83. Joseph Klein up to P3 to 109.90. It's going to move Edwin, Kyle, Corey Kobe, and Ben Summerford down a spot. They're the 7 drivers to make a time. So we've got the 57 of Nate Fields, the 80 of Mark Olette, and the 60 of Jonathan Hambrick. They have not made a time yet. Here with 3 minutes left.
Didn't mean to go that wide.
Kyle Heath just ran a 109.42. Move him up to second. Sheridan Wade at 54. He's still our fastest. He's heading down pit road. Nate Fields currently fourth. Got to be able to get one more lap in. See if he can do a burner. 200s behind the 9 of Jason Haney for third. That is not what he wanted to do. As that will wrap up qualifying. Pull up here our race info for this evening here at Barber Motorsports Park. Track temp is 83 degrees. Weather 72 degrees outside with 62% humidity. It is cloudy with 11-mile-an-hour winds. Track is a little over 2.25 miles. We will be racing for 80 minutes.
All right, guys. We've got everybody qualified. Congratulations. Everybody made it to the race, all 10 drivers. Again, 80-minute race, tire compound swap required, no full course cautions. Broadcast is live. Appreciate you guys. Good luck, everybody. Let's have a fun race.
And here is your starting lineup for this evening. Got 54 car Sheridan Wade. He's going to start up front in that pole position. To his outside is going to be the 13 of Kyle Heath. And you've got the 9 of Jason Haney starting third. Starting fourth, the 57, Nate Fields. Joseph Klein in the 14 starting fifth. 46, Edwin James, 6th. Corey Kobe driving the 86. He will start 7th. Ben Summerford, the 32 car, will start 8th. And the 80, Mark Ouellette, starting 9th. And the 60, Jonathan Hambrick, will have to come all the way from the back, starting in that 10th spot. So they're going to do their pace lap here. I do want to apologize to the Butler family. They have sponsored our series in FGR, and apparently I set it up wrong, so I do not have them on screen. I did get it set up where I thought I had it set up to run on this screen, but it is not working. So I do apologize to the Butler family. I'm sure I'll hear about it from Daniel. We do appreciate you guys for sponsoring our first gear racing.
Let's all be careful around these first couple turns.
Agreed. Let's take it easy here on the start. Let the tires heat up, and then we can get to really doing some racing. But yeah, these tires are going to be sketchy here for a minute.
I put training wheels on between qualifying and start.
I put caster wheels on the outside of my car so I can roll along the wall.
Get ready to start. We do have 3 drivers on primaries, everybody else on alternates. Corey Colby, Ben Summerford, and Jonathan Hambrick started on primaries. Everybody else is on alternates. Green flag is out, and we are underway. Sheridan Wade off and running, getting chased by the 13 of Kyle Heath and the 9 of Jason Haney. Then Nate Fields is right behind them. Joseph Klein in tow. Side by side here, Joseph Klein and Nate Fields. Joseph digs it in deep. It looks like 9 and Jason Haney had to lock him up, keep from running over Kyle Heath. First lap, and he is gone. Got Sheridan Wade 3-second lead into the first lap. Jason Haney working to the outside. Kyle Heath. Kyle Heath with the preferred line on the bottom. Able to hold off the 9 of Haney. Oh, Kyle Heath. Oh, and Jason's bunch happening right there. Jason Haney's going to lose a lot of time. Got the 14. Joseph Klein getting around the 13. Completing lap number 2 for these guys. They're almost 6 seconds behind Sheridan Wade. He's checked out and he's gone. Looks like the 9 went down to 6th position after a little sliding through the infield, going through that infield, saving it from any major damage. Right there you see his skid marks going through the grass on that previous lap. Looks like we had another one, Ben Summerford. Him and Mark both crashed. Let's go back and take a look here. same spot where Jason and Kyle, we seen that last lap. Oh, Mark just got in hot. Oh, and he took Ben out. Oh, Ben was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. Mark going in a little strong. Is that 32 of Ben Summerford? He's going to have to go down and get some damage fixed.
What's the yellow and red stripe flag?
Debris.
Thank you.
Got the man up front with a 7-second lead. '54 Sheridan Wade, he's on point this evening. Coming to complete the next lap. Go ahead and ride with him a lap. See what he's looking at driving. That is one lap here around Barber Motorsports Park. Doing a nice job. We got a battle heating up here for the 4th spot. Got 46 Edwin James, the 9 of Jason Haiti, and at 57 Nate Fields, all right here together. Oh, you see the 9 take a little crash there. We'll go back and watch it. Looks like he's trying to set up. Oh, just got in the grass just a little bit. Got loose hitting in the grass. Have to spin it around. And he just passed pit road, so he's got a long way to go with, I'm sure, just a tore up race car. I think he may have ended up towing to the pits. We did have this 60. Yeah, this happened just before Jason's incident. He just got loose and came almost stopped there on the track. No damage. Slid the tires a little bit. 60 of Jonathan Hambrick. Oh geez, got another one to crash. It's like Edwin James, which was running fourth. Same spot we just seen Jonathan Hambrick spin out and lose it. Looks like he may have done it again. Different part of the track. Nope, that's the same one. Let's see, this one's a different one. No, they just did it twice. Now we've got the 80 of Mark Ouellette into an incident. Oh, it looks like the same thing he did. Oh, that's the same exact thing when he got into Ben. Yep. That was the same spot where he got hit Ben at a few laps ago. This is him coming back to the pits. Up front, still leading. 7.5 seconds. He's not getting away from Joseph Klein. Joseph's staying about that 7.5, 8 seconds away. He's got Sheridan messing with lap traffic now. He's got the 60, it looks like. Jonathan Hambrick in front of him. Looks like the 14 is the only one.
Thank you.
He's used about 44 seconds.
Inside the next turn, inside the next turn. There you go.
He's used 44 seconds of his push to pass. Looks like he's using more. And then Corey Kobe's used 4 seconds of it, and nobody else has used the push to pass. Looking up at the board, Joseph Klein's pulled in just a little bit. Still at 7 seconds. Just completing lap number 11 with 1 hour, 7 minutes left for Sheridan Wade. Guys must have found another gear, or Sheridan's deciding to slow down just a little bit. Now they're back to fighting. The 14, Joseph Klein, and the 13, Kyle Heath. Looks like Kyle Heath may have found his rhythm. See Kyle leaving it all out there. Getting a little squirrely there off of turn number 9. Looks like a few more of these drivers are starting to use some of their push to pass. Kyle's used about 33 seconds of his 200. Got Corey Kobe's used 9 seconds. Jonathan Hambrick's used 7 seconds. Right on here with the 13 of Kyle Heath as he's trying to chase down and get around the 14, Joseph Klein. Klein had to lock him up there as you see him slide high. Kind of left the door open. 13 wasn't close enough to lap traffic coming up. Oh, Joseph off the track. It's going to open the door for Kyle Heath. Giving this inside lane. So they're coming up on the 32 of Ben Summerford. Move the 13 up to position number 2. And it looks like the 14 took it right back. .54 Sheridan Wade now has a 10.5 second lead over the 13 of Kyle Heath. 14 of Joseph Klein running third. And then we got to go way back to find the 4th place running guy, which is 33.5 seconds back. Be Nate Fields in the 57. Got Edwin James. 5th place in that 46, just right behind him. Last car on the lead lap. Corey Kobe is 53 seconds behind. As we're down to 1 hour in the race. 1 hour till the end of it anyway. Or 20 minutes in. Got Sheridan Wade running up front. Started up front and up to a 10-second lead over that 13 of Kyle Heath. As he's pulling away just a little bit from the 14 of Joseph Klein. About 2.5 seconds in front of Klein is Kyle. Here we got the 7th place running, 1 lap down. Jason Haney. He had that slide off track earlier, and then he touched the grass and spun out and hit the wall, and I had to tow to pits. So he's going to go around 32 of Ben Summerford. He is 1 lap down, but he has pitted. Looks like we do have pit stops going underway. Looks like your leader, Sheridan Wade, is down pit road and he's leaving. Looks like he elected to stay with those alternate tires. Looks like Joseph Klein and Nate Fields have both pitted. Klein's on his way out. Looks like he put on primaries. Looks like Nate Fields is coming out. He put on primaries as well. Corey Kobe making his pit stop. Looks like he put on alternates. You got Kyle Heath down pit road. He's going to give the lead back over to Sheridan Wade, the 54. Going to see him flash by here in just a few seconds. There's the 9 of Haney, and there's the 54 to Sheridan taking over the lead. It's like Kyle's Heath, 13's putting on some primaries. Now we'll see 54 Sheridan Wade. He does still have on alternates. And then the 13 of Kyle Heath and the 14 of Joseph Klein. Your 2nd and 3rd place guys, they do have their primary tires on. So I do believe the top 6, other than the 54 to Sheridan Wade, have all used both compounds of tire. So the 54 will have to use primary here before the end, but everybody else, it doesn't matter what they use, as they have ran a lap with both compounds. Looks like we do have two cars that have retired from the race. 60 of Jonathan Hamrick and the 80 of Mark Ouellette. We've seen both of them drivers have a couple incidents. We will see how long these primaries versus these alternates last. Looks like the last lap for the 54 of Sheridan was 108.90. And there looks like a whole bunch of the other four drivers. The 13 Kyle Heath, the 13 of Kyle Heath, the 14 Joseph Klein, the 46 Edwin James, and the 57 Nate Fields. They all ran within a half a second of each other's lap times, with a 1:11.06 to a 1:11.55. So that 54 is running about three and a half seconds faster a lap early on after their pit stop. We'll see how long they last. Kyle Heath's last lap was a 1:09.98 to Sheridan Wade's last lap was 1:09.46. So lost about a half a second there on that one. Sheridan Wade continues to be the fastest car on the track. Oh no, Kyle. We've heard that before. Let's go back. He just gets loose, gets into the grass. That's the same thing the 9 of Jason Haney did. Same spot. All these wrecks are happening at the same spot. That's going to move Kyle Heath way down. Looks like he may have disconnected after that incident.
Thank you, Ben.
We've still got a long way to go, but this number 9, Jason Haney, is the fastest car on the track that previous lap. Stop watching the broadcast, Jason. Your car's shiny, I promise you. Seen him lock him up there a couple turns ago. Looks like you got the 32, Ben Summerford. He's pitting in. Looks like he did. Let's go back and look at what happened to Ben. It looks like the 9 of Jason Haney's heading down pit road. So we'll see what happened here to the 32 car. Gonna do it behind the trees. Got him going into the pits. So he did not crash. It just says he did. Let's come back here to our leader. Now with a 31.5, 32-second lead over the 14 of Joseph Klein. There's our closest battle here on the track. Got Edwin James. He's in the white Chili's car, getting chased by the 57 Nate Fields. Corey Colby currently running 5th. He's about to go a lap down here. He's got that speedy 54 closing on his back bumper, or I guess his back wing. Good evening, Ivan.
Thanks, Corey.
So that's going to put Corey Colby a lap down. Going to have 4 on the lead lap. So we've got 45 minutes left here tonight. It's all been that 54. Sheridan Wade. Come back and watch this battle here. Does look like the 54 did get around him for a little bit. Getting the drive off. Guys are going to shoot around the 32 car of Ben Summerford. Does that help you out a little bit there, Ivan?
Thanks, Ben.
Anytime.
We're just past halfway. Got the 54 show this evening. Sheridan Wade. Let's go ahead and take a look at our points here for the season after the 2 weeks. We do have Corey Kobe is our points leader. He's currently in 5th. Nate Fields running 3rd. Looks like he is 1 point behind Corey Kobe. So if they would finish like they have now, looks like we'd have a new points leader. And then Jason Haney, currently running 6th. He's at 3rd in points. Milnes, he didn't make it. Trevor Benz didn't make it. Ben Summerford is 14 points behind the leader. So he may lose a little bit to the lead, but he's going to gain a few spots with Trevor and Nolan not making it. And then Todd Smith, he's not here this evening either. Our 2 winners. Corey Kobe won. He won last week. And then Nate Fields won our first race. Yeah, Nate Fields won at Charlotte, and Corey Kobe won Motegi last week. So you see our 54. Going into the pits. We'll see if he decides to put on those primaries or if he's going to use his last run to run primaries. He's used alternates so far all this race. There's Joseph Klein. We'll see if he's going to have time to catch the 54 before he even pits out. It does not look like he is, as the 54 is already rolling and back out on the track. Looks like he's going to go in. And it does look like he did put on his primaries. So he has now used both compounds of tires. We're now 35 minutes left to go. Sheridan Wade with a 40-second lead over Edwin James here currently. Edwin has yet to pit. And you got Joseph Klein in the 14 who has pitted and is back on alternates. 54. Ran a 1 minute 10.75 second lap with those primaries on. So he's just under 2 seconds, about 1.8 seconds lower than with the alternates. Let's see. Joseph Klein, we'll see what his first lap out is with him putting back on alternates. He ran a 1:11.25, so he's still a half a second off coming out of the pits. Looks like we're going to have a battle for position here with the 9 and the 86. That is going to be for 5th. Corey Colby has it. Jason Haney closing in on him.
Thank you.
Anytime.
54 just keeps dragging that lead out. 45 seconds now over the last car on the lead lap. The 14 of Joseph Klein. Having a heck of a run today. Just no match for the 54. Got the 57, Nate Fields. Running third. Not too far behind him. Got that 46, Edwin James. And about 12 seconds behind those guys. 5th place running Corey Kobe. And Jason Haney, which had to make that pit stop. He was close to the 86, but he did have to pit still. Got some birds flying through. Hopefully they stay off the track. Jason Haney running 6th. Ben Summerford, he's 4 laps down, but he's still running strong. Here sitting in 7th place. And you got the 13 of Kyle Heath, 60th Jonathan Hambrick, and the 80 Mark Olette. They have all retired from the race. Got the 32 letting the 9 around. He knows the 9's faster. He's still trying to fight for that, trying to catch the 86 Corey Kobe. So I'm sure that 9 appreciates what the 32 just did. I think 32's done it all night. I've heard a lot of people saying thanks to him. Ben was just in that incident early on in the race with Mark Olette. Mark lost control and Ben was just at the wrong place at the wrong time and ended up having to pit and get a fast repair. Ben's put a heck of a season together here for these IndyCar races. I'm excited to be here with you through it all. .24 minutes left here in the race. 46, Edwin James. He's trying to run down the 57, Nate Fields. It's our closest battle for position on track by far. Oh no, and Nate Fields off track, losing a lot of time. With 21 minutes left, 21 minutes and 45 seconds. Edwin James takes over third. Let's go back and see exactly what happened here to Nate Fields. It's going to be right in that dang turn under the trees. Oh, he kind of did what Jason did. And Mark. Mark did it a couple times. Back out on the track and rolling. He's now lost 8.5 seconds. He's got her going, but he has lost 8.5 seconds over Edwin. And it looks like Corey Kobe in 5th is 6 seconds behind him. So a big mistake for that 57, Nate Fields. He nailed that turn there good. That's that turn he wrecked on that previous lap. As you see him go off track there again. Got Corey Kobe down to 5 seconds behind him. I do believe they were just 1 point apart, Nate Fields and Corey Kobe, for that Nate Field, let's bring that back up and look. Yes, Corey Kobe has the 1 point lead over Nate Fields, so I believe if they finish the way they are now, we will have a tie at the top of the leaderboard. Does look like Corey Kobe is closing that gap down to 4 seconds, just a little over 4. So Corey Kobe is starting to use his push to pass, maybe helping him just a little bit. Nate Fields has not used any of his yet, so he still has 200 seconds. Corey Kobe has 138, but he's using his currently down to 136. Leader, still your leader, the 54, Sheridan Wade. He has not used any of his push to pass. Your second place runner, 14, Joseph Klein. He's used 160 seconds and counting as he's using some as we talk. down to 31 seconds left to push to pass. So he's got the 9 trying to work his way around, which he's a lap down. Oh, and the 9 gets in a little hard, gets in the grass. 9 just lets him go. Lock up there. The leader has entered pits. 54 is headed down pit road. Back to 54. Put on his alternate tires. Got 15 minutes left here to go. Looks like the 14's heading down pit road. As your leader, Sheridan Wade, off pit road and running for these last 14 and a half minutes he's got left. A lot of clear track ahead of him. See Nate Fields and Corey Colby both in. Looks like the only one that's way low on push to pass is that 14 car. He's running second. Joseph Klein. He's got 20 seconds left of the push to pass. Everybody else has over half of theirs left of the 200 seconds that they get. I do believe everybody's used each compound, so we shouldn't have any penalties for that. Everybody on the track are using those alternates. 14, Joseph Klein running second. Got the 46. Edwin James currently third. His last pit was lap 38. So there's 16 laps between when he pitted and when Joseph Klein pitted and Sheridan Wade pitted. Currently running fourth is the beautiful FGR 9 car of Jason Haney. Then running fifth is the 57 Nate Fields, and in sixth place Corey Colby in the 86. Like he's about 6.5 seconds behind Nate Fields for fifth position. Then running seventh, 5 laps down, the number 32, Ben Summerford. Like your 46 of Edwin James. He's headed down pit road. As is the 9 of Jason Haney. Looks like he's going to lose a couple spots. Looks like Edwin James is going to be able to stay in third. The 9's coming to his spot. 9 had that hard accident earlier, which pretty much took him out of contention. Here with about 9.5 minutes left to go. Got about 6 or 7 more laps. 54 just has to stay mistake-free. He's got a big 50-second lead over that 14, Joseph Klein. Second place runner, Joseph Klein, 14 car. He's had a pretty unforgettable day. He's kept it clean. He just ain't got the speed that the 54 has.
Thanks, Ben.
Anytime.
Got your third place runner, a 46 of Edwin James. He loves these road courses. Last season, me and him had a heck of a battle at Milwaukee. Fortunately, I was able to come up on top, but he made it hard for me. He races just about every series with us. Running fourth, Nate Fields, 57. Nate's always one of the better competitors here on these Indy cars, no matter what track we go to. It's that Corey Covey running fifth. Looks like he's slowly closing on Nate Fields for fourth, 3 seconds behind. Let's see if he has enough time to catch him here with 5 minutes left in this race. Just under 3 seconds now. You see that gap between Nate Fields and Corey Covey. Running sixth, and he's 18 and a half seconds behind Corey Covey. Got the 9 of Jason Haney. Who's raced strong here in this last 3/4 part of the race. He had that incident, a couple little incidents, slid off the track once, lost a few seconds, and then he spun coming out at 16, hit the inside wall hard and had to use his fast repair. He's going to finish up with a good top 6 finish. Not the day I'm sure he was wanting, but with everything that's happened, I'm sure he'll take it, move on to the next week where we go back to circle tracks. And then Ben, which had a rough start of the race, is going to finish here strong as well, running 7th. Oh, a little flickering issue maybe for Ben. We've got about 2 minutes here left. 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Two minutes left here. That 54 is dominated all day long. Started on pole. He just grew that lead ever so slightly every lap. He does not have the fastest lap. The fastest lap does go to Jason Haney in the 9 with a 108.901. And actually Sheridan Wade's fastest lap is a 108.901 as well. So Jason just barely squeaked him out for the fastest lap. That will be an extra point. He'll have about a lap and a half left, as he should get the white flag once he crosses the start-finish line. Coming to turns 12, right-hander of 13, and a short shoot to 14, exiting out with turn 15, and that hard lefter at 16. That's we've seen Jason Haney and Kyle Heath both wreck on, as he's going to take the white flag. One more lap. Actually, that may have been his checkered flag. The screen may just be a little bit slow.
Congrats, Sheridan. Heck of a race,
That
man.
win.
Nice
That
win.
was the lap. That does put the 54.
Thanks, Jason.
Sheridan Wade is your winner.
Joseph, Evan, congrats on the podium as well. Heck of a race. Top 3 can definitely go to Discord and interview with Mr. Corey in the booth.
Joseph Klein second.
That was a fun race. I just wish I didn't have trouble early because the track was really fun. I love this track. So, great race. Well done. You was fast all night, Sheridan. Fast, fast, fast. Well done.
As we wait on these guys to come in here, that's a heck of a race. Good race here. Let's go ahead and bring in our second place finisher here, Mr. Klein. Hey Joseph, this is Corey up in booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, good race. Looks like you stayed clean. Didn't look like you had the fastest car, but I'm not sure anybody could really keep up with the 54. But you know, for second place, I mean, it looked like you stayed clean. So just kind of tell me about your race, how the track felt.
Track felt good. Had a nice little battle with Mr. Heath there at the beginning. Thought we were gonna be fighting it out for a podium. I guess he bended into the wall, and that pretty much.
Yeah, he looks like he got loose there turning out of 16 and
Ah,
ended up into the wall and had to tow to the pits. And I think he just quit after that. But I mean, the 9 of Jason Haney did the same thing earlier in the race, and he was able. I mean, he was able to get a sixth place finish out of it. But it was a good run. I mean, it looks like you stayed pretty clean. Looks like you had 8 off track incidents points. So I mean, it looks like you kept it on the track, which really here was kind of the main goal. So you don't slide off or get loose, because I think that's what happened to Kyle and Jason and a few other drivers also. They touch that grass and just lose control of it.
yeah, that was kind of my goal, was to just keep it on track. Once I saw Sheridan's practice and qualifying times, I was like, "There's no way." I mean, he would have to. It'd be his race to lose. Like, there's no way. Like, I just don't have pace like that. Like, that's an actual IRL like race pace. So yeah, is what it is. But I'm not upset with the position I ended up in. Last car on the lead lap in P2.
Hey man, that's it's a good points day. I mean, considering with everything else went on, the points leader, the first and second place points were behind you, so you at least gained a little bit on them. But it's just a fun track. So it's hard to race these tracks with some of the guys, but I mean, it looked like tonight everybody tried to be clean. I don't think there was any major contact racing wise. So I mean, it ended up being a good race to watch. But
Yeah, man, one of these days I'll come in here and get an open wheel road course win. I love the car track combo, and I get a giant smile on my face whenever I see races like these on the schedule. So
yeah,
yeah,
man, and I've
just
I've
keep putting
watched
in the
some of
work,
your
I guess.
lives on Discord when you're doing the supercars or whatever you race, and yeah, I know I could do that. So you're bound to get one of these wins. All it took was Sheridan, one little slip up and him crash into the wall, like a few other drivers did, and could have been yours. But hey, we'll take second place tonight. I'll give you the floor here for a second if you want to give out any shout outs or anything you want to say here to these fans.
Yes, sir. I'll just give a shout out to the league and a shout out to my uncle's barbecue company, Three Pigs Barbecue up in Kansas City. Our whole family is kind of going through a rough time right now, but just wanted to give a shout out to them.
Hey man, we appreciate it, and that Kansas City barbecue is pretty good.
It is the best. I
It
don't
is
care
the
what anyone
best.
else says.
Only us Missouri guys would say that. So,
Yeah.
but hey, congratulations again. We will see you later on this week. I'm sure I'll see you Friday or Saturday, or even next Sunday for some trucks. But I will let you go, and we'll see you next time, buddy.
Sounds good. I'll try and make it in Wednesday. I'm not positive on it, but sounds good. I will see you whenever the next one is.
All right, Joseph. We'll see you, buddy.
Yep. Take care.
That was Joseph Clyde, the driver of the number 14 car this evening, getting his second place finish. Let's bring up our third place guy here, Mr. Edwin James. Hey, Edwin, it's Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, way to keep it in one piece.
Whew, boy, that was a tough one. I did get a little piece of the pit wall, but opportune time to do that right at pit entrance. I was able to save it. We knocked the front wing off.
Yeah,
And we had a couple of moments at the hairpin too, but all good, all good. We survived. That was part of the battle.
yeah. I mean, a track like this, that's really. I mean, I've seen Kyle Heath and Jason and even Mark, once they touch the grass just a little bit, and it's just they're just holding on for the ride. So I mean,
Yep, I have learned don't touch the grass. It's
yep,
not your friend.
yep. Slicks and grass usually don't go too good together.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
But coming home
Oh,
P3, you had a good solid race. You were a lap down, which most everybody was, other than Joseph, because
yeah,
Sheridan
Sheridan
just
was. He's too fast. I couldn't keep up with him.
yeah, his car may fail post race inspection. He
Oh,
had
there we
some
go.
extra horsepower on it or something.
Unlimited push to pass.
He was one of the ones he used less. I guess. Well, I guess Nate Fields and Ben didn't use any, but then
And I
he's
almost didn't, but I wanted to preserve third, so I kicked it up a little bit because I saw Nate was closing in the last couple of laps.
yeah. See,
He
you had yeah.
knocked a couple of seconds off me.
Yeah, you had 158 seconds left,
Yep.
and Sheridan had 176 seconds left. So he didn't use any up until those last few laps.
Yes. Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Nate Fields. What a battle we had most of the race. I hated to see him spin out in the chicane down there at the bottom of the track. I felt terrible.
Yeah, we were watching that, and I mean, it's the same thing happened to him. He just, hit that little bit of grass, and around he went.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah,
Can't use the curbs here either. It's dangerous. This whole track's dangerous.
yeah, that's what makes it fun and exciting
That's
for
right.
some. But yeah, good race. P3. I'm gonna give you the floor here for a second. So if you want to give out any shout outs here, you can go for it.
Yep. Yeah, I got to give a shout out to everybody here at First Gear Racing and First Gear Network. Great stuff. Everybody helps everybody out. It's amazing. It's awesome. I give a shout out to my wife. I think she's watching. I sent her the link. She better be. Shout out to my parents, and yeah, that's about it. Thank you everybody for everything. Makes it fun.
All right, Edwin. Hey, we appreciate it. Congratulations. We'll see you. We'll see you later on this week. Got a few more
Yes,
races to
sir.
do. Hopefully
Yeah,
you
we'll
can.
see you Wednesday night. I think at Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know I signed up for that, but I'm not sure. Uh, with me doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and now Mondays with broadcasting, I try to spend some time with the kids. So
Yeah, it's
I may
hard.
be
It's
there.
hard to do it.
Yep, I may be there. But hey, good race. We will see
Yes,
you.
sir.
We'll either see you either Wednesday or Thursday. So.
Yes, sir. We'll see you then. Thank you.
All right, Edwin. Have a good night.
You too.
Now let's bring in the man who dominated this evening, and Sheridan Wade in that 54. Hey, Sheridan, this is Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Corey, I got a copy.
Hey, man, you should have just stopped halfway and let everybody have a lap on you.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It really was.
Yeah, it's like the quickest in practice, quickest in qualifying, and then in the race you just ticked away, just getting a bigger and bigger lead. I do want to ask you about the tire compounds. Was there a big difference from the alternate to the primary?
No, I mean, not really. I mean, I during practice, that's one of my things I wanted to do. I wanted to go out on start on alternates. It really depended on where I qualified. If I got the pole, I was going to start on alternates. That's what I did, and I wanted to go out and practice and run some laps on those, and then see the differences whenever I come into pit and switch to the primaries. See how I do, and man, that car just aced all the corners, straightaways, and it handled great. Like it really just felt like I was on alternates all night.
Hey, man, you put on a heck of a race. It does look like Jason Haney did get the fastest lap from you
Yeah,
by, I mean, it was less than 9/10,000ths of a second, but it does look like he did get it. But you led just about every lap that we ran. I mean, I know Kyle Heath led a lap whenever you pitted that first time, but I mean, you dominated all race. Looks like you kept it pretty clean. So I mean, congratulations. Winner, our third winner of the season. I think you missed last week, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you'll be a little behind in points still, but you know these wins will help you catch back up
Yeah,
pretty quick.
I mean, yeah, I missed last week. Had some stuff going on. I couldn't make it, but it's great to come into a road course. 'Cause I'm not that great at road courses unless I get a lot of practice with it. But man, it turned out great. Got the victory, and I'm happy with it here at Barber.
Yeah, I mean, you after dominating like you just did, I'm not sure you can say you're not too good at road courses, but we'll just put that there behind us, and you know you had a heck of a drive, so congratulations on winning. I'll give you the floor here for a minute if you wanna give out any shout outs or say anything here to your fans, and
Yeah, thank you, Corey, for broadcasting this. Shout out to FGR. Shout out to Joseph on getting P2, Edwin on P3, and I think my dad Nate. I think he got fourth, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
The team Indy 1, P1, and P4. I'm happy with it. And on to next week. Thank you.
Hey, on to next week. Hey, have a good week. We'll see you next week. Congratulations, and have a good night.
Thank you. You too, Corey.
That is Sheridan Wade, the driver of the 54, that just absolutely dominated this evening. Quickest, almost, I mean, won by like 55 seconds. So he had a heck of a race. Let's go ahead and pull up some race results, and then we will get off here for this evening. Sheridan Wade, man up top. Then looks like Joseph Klein got second with 51 and a half seconds behind the 54 car. Then Edwin James third. Fourth goes to Nate Fields. Fifth, Corey Kobe. Sixth, Jason Haney. Those guys were all one lap down. 6 laps down was Ben Summerford finishing seventh. And then Kyle Heath, Jonathan Hambrick, and Marco Lett both retired from the race just a tad early. But they did come and show up. The 10 drivers did show up. We did have 7 finish. So that's a little bit better than last week. We'd still like a few more drivers to get in here. But we are still having fun. These guys are still putting on some amazing racing. I know last week we only had, I think there was 5 cars that finished. And I mean it was fun to watch still. So I appreciate these guys giving us a show. And that's going to do it for me. We do have the Mission R race Thursday. I think they said at Phoenix. I can pull that up. Mission R at Legacy Phoenix Road Course for 40 laps. So that is our week 3 there. And then we do have our Friday night Cup Series League, which we were off last week, and we go to week 6, which is at North Wilkesboro in the next gen Friday night. So that's going to be an exciting race. And then our second race of the season, third race of the season for our Gen 6, we're going to Martinsville on Saturday night. So that's going to be a nice little paperclip clip track. And then next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, we head to Kansas in the trucks for our Week 9 Truck Series race. This is our last. We'll race at Kansas on Sunday, and then we are off for Easter the following Sunday. And then next week, we are going to Gateway. So, going to a little Illinois track just outside of St. Louis. I still consider that almost my home track here from Missouri, so we will be there. That will be that'll be a fun track. So we look forward to that. If you guys are interested in joining FGR, get on our Discord, First Gear Racing. Come in, come join us, race with us. It's like a family over here. We just have fun. So, but for tonight, that's all I've got. We'll see you guys next time. See you guys next Monday here, or I will be back in the booth on Friday night in those next gen cars at North Wilkesboro. But until then, we'll see you later, and thank you for watching First Gear